Hey folks, 828 Fine Adventure here. Yes, I shaved my beard. Once a year, it will grow back, I promise. Anyways, I made a do-it-yourself light bar for the front of a Toyota Tundra because I could not find one that was easy to bolt on or just an easy add-on to mount some lights. Nobody makes one, so I did. So let's go check it out. Okay everyone, I scoured the web looking for light bars for the Toyota Tundra, and there wasn't any that I could find except for bull bars or a very expensive armadillo kind of bull bar / light bar. I started drawing up some plans and figuring out what I can make and sourcing some parts. I was looking for either black anodized aluminum or powder coated parts that I could utilize to fabricate this light bar. After searching, I found that you could get stealth countertop braces. Basically, these go under your granite countertop if they overhang too far so the countertop doesn't break. These come in like all different sizes and lengths. I found some that were 3 by 16 inches and 1/4 inch thick, and they were black powder coated. The only thing I would have to do is drill out holes using my handy drill press that I already owned. You could use a drill as well. So next I needed to find out a great place to mount this. When I was looking for bull bars and such, I discovered that most of those mounted where the tow hooks on a Toyota Tundra mount. So that was my go-to point, and there's 2 large bolts that hold the factory tow hooks to this section. I had already replaced the tow hooks with some rough country shackle point mounts, or shackle mounts, as you might want to call them, where you put the D-ring that hangs down. So I measured those holes and I drilled them out in the stealth countertop braces that I bought. I test fitted them to make sure they would go, and then I bolted them up. The bolts were long enough to, to work with a piece of 1/4 inch steel in between. But this was all just kind of trial and error. I got those bolted up and they stuck out far enough. There was only 1 hole drilled in the front that stuck out. I'm going to drill a second one, but I can do that later. I wanted to get all the parts together and all the parts ordered to put this together. So here they are, all bolted up. They look nice because they're powder coated. They stick out far enough to support a light bar. Now, they sit above the shackle point mounts, so everything is usable. It's not gonna bother anything off-roading unless I come up to a steep ledge that I'm gonna try to climb over, which is not gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bolt this light bar up to these brackets that I installed. The parts I acquired to build this light bar was 80/20. I used a 15 series, which measures 1.5 inches by 3 inches and has slots all the way around. I got some end caps, which come with push pins, but I went ahead and had the 80/20 tapped so I could use some bolts to hold those end caps in. It'll just give it a nicer look. I got some stainless roll-in T-nuts to help with the mounting of the lights. It just makes it a little easier. You don't have to slide them in from the end. You don't have to use other types of T-nuts that they have. These are just really easy. They don't rust and they just roll in. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use one of these T-nuts. And this is the roll-in style, and it has a little spring ball on there, and that keeps it from sliding away from you. That keeps it in place while you get the bolt in there. So let's go ahead, and you can see the slot right here. Let's go ahead and put it in there. You just kind of just put it on down in the slot. And then I use this little like ice pick or awl, and I just kind of turn it like that. And when you do that, it goes down under the edges and fits just perfectly. And then once that is in place, I can set my little, this is an inside corner bracket that I use to mount the lights. I can put that down there. Tighten it up. Of course, I would use a wrench, and I also use a split washer, and then it's not going anywhere. So a 3/4 inch bolt like this one would need a washer and a split washer, or just a thick split washer to work. But other than that, there you have it. That's how the roll-in T-nuts work. And then if you want to remove it, you can just get your awl and you can just kind of fiddle with it, and it will come back out. Just like that. And there it is. Pretty cool, huh? Love this stuff. You can build all kinds of things with 80/20 and all the little brackets and attachments. Just use your imagination. I mean, just these brackets alone, I mean, you can get them in silver or black anodized. They are just so strong, and you can use them for all kinds of things. You just have to kind of think outside the box of whatever you're trying to do. Me, I wanted to make a light bar because nobody made one, and these brackets hold perfectly. Now these will hold a 5/16 bolt in the 15 series, but you know, if you need to drill it out a little bigger, you can. These are extruded aluminum. They are extremely strong, and you know, good luck trying to bend it. It'll probably break first. But anyways, I hope you like that little thing on the roll-in T-nuts. Anyhow, let's get back to the video and show you what it looks like with some lights on it. I also got regular T-nuts because these are the double ones that add super, I'm not going to say super, but a lot more strength. And I use those on the back side where it actually bolts to the vehicle. Then I use these inside corner brackets, and I use these for mounting lights. They're super strong, they don't bend, and so don't try to force it. And you know, they'll hold just about any light. Sometimes you have to drill out the holes for mounting, but I didn't have to do that. These 15 series giant angles that have 4 holes on the bottom and 2 on the side are usually used for mounting 80/20 structures to the floor, to like a concrete floor. But I use these to mount the actual light bar I'm making to the steel braces that bolt to the actual vehicle. These next braces that look like they have a corner cut off, they're also in black anodized and really nice finish and everything. I use these to mount the larger lights. But you could use them for all kinds of things. I mean, you could put little, what do they call them? Just little rings like you put on your roof rack to tie stuff down, just all kinds of things. Now here you can see the way the inside corner brackets in 15 series are bolted to the long piece of 80/20 to hold the lights. They hold them really good. They can mount on all sides of this piece of 80/20 15 series. And you can see that it's a very rigid piece. There is no flex in this. I wouldn't go stand on it and jump up and down because those metal brackets bolted to the vehicle might bend, even though they are 1/4 inch. But, so here, you know, you can see I bolted some pods on there off my old Tacoma just to see how they would fit. They fit really good. I could angle them out if I wanted to use them as like ditch lights or anything like that. I will put links under the video in the description to any of this stuff. Here it is with some extra lights put on. that I'm gonna try out. These are some Hella. I've actually covered the light already with some Laminix amber. It's kind of like this film that sticks on, and then I have this amber cover for it. You can see how everything bolts up. I use the rolling T-nuts to mount the light brackets to the piece of 8020. It all comes in black anodized, so it's fantastic. And I think it's very functional and does a good job. I'm really surprised there was no solution to the Toyota Tundra for just a way of mounting lights. But here you go. Well, I hope you liked that video on my do-it-yourself light bar for the Toyota Tundra. You know, I just was looking for something to mount some light pods in front of the grill or down below in front of the bumper, and nobody sold one without spending like $800. So I sourced some parts through tnuts.com. I got some 8020, and it works great. And I put it all together, and it all turned out perfect. It took some thinking. It took me a couple of months to pull this together. But anyways, I hope you liked it. I hope you like this idea and can kind of innovate with it, because you can make all kinds of things out of 8020. And I love this stuff. So if you liked the video, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. And don't worry, folks, this beard will grow back, and it's already growing back. So, all right, we'll see you next time. I got some more videos coming, so stay tuned and check those out as well. See ya.